Still having audio issues, gentlemen. Mixer, I'm not sure what that means. Station or that was like I don't know, it's automatic. But they have to.
We're not in it.
Oh well, that's probably might hit refresh up there.
Oops, sorry.
That's all right. It's the Apple. I don't know what I've been on.
It'll be this one, wouldn't it? Yeah, this will be the Ohio Valley versus Pacific Northwest.
Be careful, I turn it around a little bit.
Yeah.
You can see it now. Go. They're working on getting us another mixer.
Thank you.
got this.
Second pitch fouled off for strike one. Ooh, that's that pitch right there. It's a change-up, cutter, something. It doesn't really take a lot of speed.
I don't think it's a changeup. I think it's either a little cutter or just a really hard thrown slider because it's still popping it. There was a wrinkle.
There was a wrinkle. Curveball went up that line inside. Brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out. Josh Mansour up to bat. Ball hit. Right field will be out of play. Maybe on the other field back behind us. Here at Tom Cruise Field, this is where the Lawrence County Wildcats play their home baseball games. Pitch on the way. Ball stays out.
When Graves is keeping the ball down in the zone, I love the movement on it.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 back. 1 out. Josh Mansour. Ball hit, pop fly, right field, drifting over. Number 2.
Efficient by Graves this far. 2 up, 2 down. 11, 12 pitches.
Yes. We have a pitch. There is a pitch count, but it's up above us to where we can't see what it is.
We'll check it. We can check it between innings.
We'll sneak up there and check it out. First pitch clock. There was a beautiful play. Just stayed high.
Here we go.
Graves looks a little frustrated. That wasn't.
I just sent you a message.
Little high, little inside.
We got no idea, right? I unplugged everything to use that. Just got this right
Inside.
now. You guys clear.
World Series, you guys call it quick pitch. Go. Way to work, Ben!
Yeah, on the shin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be a baseball game.
You get hit. Feel like part of the action now.
Hey, Brian, are you keeping up the score on the live chat? Okay, because my wife just said that's what everybody's wanting to know.
That's fine, too.
Making sure you.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm not telling you what to do.
No, I understand.
To the plate, third baseman, number 6, Eric Hughes.
Start again now, Ben.
Yeah, we're working on that right now. So
Okay,
some things get wrong. We're trying to swap out everything because the stuff we had up here wasn't working. So
Gotcha,
we're trying to
okay.
get that fixed.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Come on now,
Yo, be smart now. Sit back. Sit back. Got this all day now. You got this?
Overly optimistic.
Right leg was white.
Here, we got this. Here we go now.
Is yours in there?
Track it all the way.
Washington's in the white, right?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the day warms up, don't forget, Lawrenceburg Lions Club has a wide variety of ice cream treats that they'll have for the afternoon and all day today and tonight. Go by and visit them, as well as visiting our concession stand where we've got hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, all types of soft drinks.
Yeah.
Leading off for Washington. Left fielder, number 9, Taylor Shepard.
Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. You hear me now? Get your headphones on, please. 1, 2.
To the plate for Washington. Number 3, the third baseman, number 7.
Percy doing a great job.
Washington trying to get something going with a little small ball.
I like the idea of trying to push it down the first base side. Second play, it very well may have been hit.
Yeah, it looks like Scott. It looks like he has some wheels to take himself down the baseline fairly quickly. Top of the, or bottom of the second inning.
Drake now 21 shots. If he Wisconsin has, if you're first up, little high, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Pitch. Another one. 3-0's the count. First base. So what do you do? Try to make throw more pitches. Once again, the pitch. That ball. '66 first. This is a big deal. Individual. Good spot by Grace. No ball. Bringing a run. Ooh, ball hit right inside. Running home by the first is loaded for walking. Again, the Washington fantastic job in right field, cleanly off one cutoff. Great recognition from the outfielder. Bases loaded. Jackson the first Yeah, actually, he put it right plate. For instance, what you're correct. Scoring out two. Count 2 out. Washington with runners with a lead pitcher. You want to say now? Mom, I apologize. Ball. Left-handed. Washington plays the and it's starting with by his 57 tag second the third out into that road the score over the top of the it's hard to last continue back to the
Here's the thing. I've got to pull up that schedule. I know Washington's going to have to play 2 today. So pitch count's going to be between 2 games today and tomorrow. What do you think clarification on it's still 8 days?
Welcome back to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Top of the third inning after an interesting bottom of the second. First pitch is a strike low and outside. Good pinpoint for that one.
Nice location, overlay at the plate.
Second pitch is a ball. Count comes to 1-1. Up batting is Micah Overly. Last at bat, he was 1 for 1 with a single. Third pitch is low and away, trickles away from the catcher. No harm, no foul. Brings the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Wisconsin 3, Washington 2. Top of the third inning. Ball hit foul down the third baseline. Hanging in there.
We're talking pitch count's going to come into play today with the day off yesterday due to the rain last night, and we're going to have to find out exactly. Overly takes his back. Runner aboard for Wisconsin, top of the third. Going back to that thought, we're going to have to find out how the rule is applied.
I think we got it fixed.
With the day's rest.
Try it now. Yeah.
Yes.
We don't know if it's true days rest or if it's games rest in a case where you have to double up in tournament play. But that's something we're going to have to get some clarification on from Babe Ruth's staff.
Well, we'll round up somebody. Left-handed. For those of you who are watching at home, you can see down low his delivery is a little hard to judge if you're a batter, especially if you're a right-handed batter, because it's hard to see the way it comes across his chest as a pitch. There it is again. It's more of a sidearm throw early in the game at the first inning. Whenever Wisconsin scored their runs, he come more of a three-quarter motion. It seems now more submarine-ish, but he's also supposed to be coming from.
He's definitely flattened it out. Location's gotten a little bit better. Got a 1-1 count. Is our umpire correct? The scorekeeper.
1-1 count. Clark Schmeling up to bat on an error, his first at bat. Micah Overly on first, hit by pitch.
It's always interesting watching a lefty how much the umpires are going to give them in leeway when they shift their shoulders and things on their move to first base.
Well, as an umpire also, it's hard for lefties or for the umpires to see what these lefties are doing. Ball gets away from the catcher, throw down the second base.
Good hustle play by the catcher and a fantastic job at shortstop with the footwork, getting clear of the base runner and still applying the tag to make it close.
Ball kind of short hop the plate, comes off the chest protector over to the left-handed the right-hander's batter's box. I'm having to be backwards here, but good throw. Just happened to beat it. A little bit of cat and mouse on second base between the pitcher and the base runner.
We've seen a couple inside moves going back to second. No throws yet.
Wow.
That was a beautifully executed bunt.
On second, advancing as if he was stealing, went back to cover the base, and the
third baseman's the only one that had to play at first on that ball. Pitcher had no chance, but it's a matter of what call was made from the dugout before the pitch was ever thrown, whether he was covering third or he was charging.
Clark with a perfect bunt down third base. Woo! Same thing you call
I said he crossed his right foot crossed the plane is what the umpire indicated, but he's been kind of deceptive on that move. I mean, you want to be deceptive, but he's doing a little bit of shoulder shaking things that you hate that it happens with the runner at third. You'd much rather it happen earlier in the game if that's going to be called.
Run scored. First pitch to 34. Cody Logterman is a strike on the outside corner. His last at bat, he is a double. He hit a smash to the fence. Low submarine pitch, going to be low. One. I think he took one off the chin area.
It's a great job by the catcher getting to his knees and rolling the shoulders into where that's the only place it can go is up the chest protector.
I think that caught him more in the throat area. Trainer coming out to check on him.
Official pitch count, please. Official pitch count. We got 47 guests, 45 home down here. Is that right? 47, 45. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I think we're going to see a pitching change right here. The home plate umpire just come and ask for assistance above us on a pitch count.
That's going to be the case. 45 is the magic number.
And that's what they're doing.
I'm trying to pull up my reference sheet here.
Sorry for the delay of the call. We were trying to figure it out ourselves what was going on. On top of that, the catcher took one to the chin. Actually to the throat. That's where they're kind of checking on him at.
So the reason for the pitching change, 45 pitches or less, you can come back with 0 days rest.
Okay.
If you go over 45 up to 75 pitches, you have 1 day of rest, and 75 to a max of 95, you have 2 full days rest. And again, we're going to get some clarification on how that's going to be applied, but apparently it is in play for the team from Washington. You know, and part of it's just a strategic deal that he's struggling a little bit with location. Get him out so you can bring him back in another game.
Washington's bringing in another left-handed pitcher, number 22, Bo Kersey. Broadbent, who's catcher behind the plate, Colby Broadbent, number 17. He looks like he's back in the game, warming up the pitcher. While he's warming up the pitcher, interested in purchasing photos from the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series, visit macbrownphoto.com or send them an email requesting your player or team to info@macbrownphoto.com. Mac Brown Photographers, the official studio of X Sports Nation and of the 2017 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. Mac Brown Photographers, creating tomorrow's memories. Top of the third, still at bat. They're leading 4-2. At bat, Cody Lauterman. Once again, earlier, his first at bat, he smashed one to the wall, two-hopped the wall out there. The dimensions here on Tom Cruise Field, left field 327, dead center 370, to right field 322. He wasn't shy of 370 that he two-hopped out there. The count currently is 1 ball.
The other thing on Tom Cruise Field, wind predominantly blows from the first base dugout out to left field. It has blown in from left field 4 consecutive days. I don't know that we've had it this week so far.
It's only because it's the World Series.
It's going to take a poke to the left side to get one out of here today. You might be able to.
He threw, what, 2 pitches there?
We could play Springfield and the 11 pitcher Dawson and Gray.
Okay, there wasn't an option for box. I just hit defensive.
That's okay. Yeah.
Hey, when a sub comes in, hey Josh, when a sub comes in, I wrote it down under here. Do I need to mark anything right here to let know when he comes in?
Yeah, you probably just put it eventually the inning out the side or yeah, put the inning instead of being.
Okay. Top of the third.
Been any races this year? You ain't been watching racing yet? He's pretty good. I got the hot shot car. Oh wait, Suzuki.
Oh, did you?
I took a ball for that one.
It's a nasty breaking ball. Another thing, as a left-handed pitcher, when they're changing their delivery that much, your timing gets off just enough that it's hard to square it.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second.
You see that a lot more with the runner at first, where a lefty will go slide step and
Yes.
one kick high real slow. Not as much at second normally.
Ooh, and there's that curveball come in. Camping out underneath it. Looking for a tag. No tag. Clark's going to stay at second. Great throw in from the right fielder. 2 out.
Efficient work by Kersey's. Come in, face 2, retired both of them. Wisconsin still with the runner in scoring position at second base.
Well, like you said, Brad, he changes up. He doesn't have a routine amount of time he stays in between his pitches. Sometimes he'll make it a little faster. Sometimes he'll take it a little slower.
Colin Hagman at the plate for Wisconsin. Another inside move, no throw to second. Hagman looking for a timely hit to extend the lead.
Hageman struck out his first at bat. Got 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Staying outside on him. That's 2 straight balls, almost the exact.
Got 2 outs, first base open. You don't want to throw something center of the plate.
Especially with a man in scoring position. Now, Wisconsin scored a run in this inning off of a bat. Pitch coming. Ball 4 gets away from the catcher. 4 straight balls. Advances the runner from second, Clark, that was on second, to third base. Now Wisconsin has runners on third and first with 2 outs.
Good recognition by Kersey. He didn't do it initially, but he saw the runner sprinting to third base, got home to cover the plate. Opening game that I called, we actually had a runner score from second base on a passed ball.
Oh, wow.
Where pitcher had turned around toward the outfield. Catcher didn't see it coming. I don't know if anybody in the stands yelled it, frankly, until he was halfway down the third baseline, but scored from second. It was a pinch runner was the other thing.
Wow.
Kid really took advantage of his opportunity to get in the game and make an impact quickly.
First pitch to our batter, number 23, Caleb Kenna, comes in for a strike. Kenna struck out his first at bat as well. No balls, 1 strike. Throw over to first. That was kind of a lazy little throw.
Yeah, you want to see that one knee high at least. You don't want to stress your first baseman over there with the runner at third.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner goes to second. Pump fake again. Didn't draw him back.
Tell you what, with the throw the catcher made a few minutes ago when it squared away from him, still almost got the kid. I would almost turn him loose there.
I would too. He has a cannon back here behind the plate.
Have one of your middle infielders come in to cut it if the runner goes.
Ooh, there's that curve, staying outside. Good pitch for, an 0-2 count.
Absolutely.
Because that's one of those sneaks up on the outside of the plate. You don't realize it's in there that far. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There it is again. Oh, bounces off his glove. Hustling over. Gets it. Glove towards first base and sprints and picks it up himself and flips it over to first base for out 3.
Kersey comes in, retires 3, stranding the runner that he inherited at second.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back at Baby Ruth World Series. Oh, and we're back at Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch is a ball. Ooh, second pitch thrown in, hits the batter, Josh Mansour. His first at bat, he flied out. Second at bat, he's hit by pitch. Washington with an early runner on first base.
Great job by Kersey coming in. I mean, you just can't give that young man enough credit coming and retire 3 guys, strand the runner, keep it as a 2-run game.
Now they got to see the move that the pitcher has, that Dawson Draves has as a pickoff while we were having audio issues. He has a fantastic pickoff move to first base.
For those of you at home, we did get clarification from one of the Babe Ruth officials on the pitching rules. Ball squirts away, runner at second. Rounds looks for an opportunity, going to stay there. Good hustle by the catcher.
Great about the hind catcher that Wisconsin has. He is a sword.
Definitely. On the pitching rules, it is game days. It is not it's not determined by whether or not they play 2 in one day or anything else. So when they took the kid out earlier at the 45 pitch count, that is so that he can come back on 0 days rest.
Hind catcher hit a single his last at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 3rd inning. No, excuse me, no outs. And Broadbent hits one to third. Toward Mansour, he left second. He was going
off on the pass ball and rounded second base, looking at a potential going to third. You could tell he had some wheels, and there was no checking up. There was no asking the coach. He was going to score on that one if it got through. 4-3 is your score. Wisconsin leads. Routes for Washington.
And it looks like the Wisconsin coach is coming out making a pitching change. We're going to have number 6, Eric Hughes, take the mound. And we'll see where the changes are made after that. But yes, Mansour is on his horse getting around. And a single. That would have been a very difficult play for the third baseman to come up with that and make a throw on that play. He had to go a long way to his left. Still a attempt by the third baseman.
Almost got there. That's one of those you do your best to get to it. Some people will say he could have laid out and knocked it down. It's still a hit because the runner would have been at first regardless on that, but possibly could have been first and third. You're trying to get the out. If you go to your stomach diving, you're not getting out. So Draves will go to first base in the switch. I do see that happening as he went and got his first base mitt.
The announcers will ink for all of your screen printing and embroidery needs. Give owner Phil Hooper a call at 931-201-2961 or email him at hdink2010@gmail.com. HD Inc., the official apparel provider of the X Sports Radio Network. And yes, as I read that, Brad, you will get a shirt if you hadn't already got yours. Hey, look, these are awesome.
They look good.
Man, I feel professional.
No comment on anything.
No comment. Yeah, he's just kind of smiling like, yeah, whatever. Bryant, former student of mine at E.O. Kaufman, interning for the X Sports Radio Network.
Taylor Shea at the plate. Looks
good bunt. Shega hit a single last time he was up. Eric Hughes, pitcher, hustling off the mound to pick that ball up. 17, Colby. Broadbent is on first. Pitch on its way. Swinging strike 2. Good pitch. You know, one thing, Brad, I've noticed, and I said this to my wife, we were watching the other night, I think those high knee, but they're skin tight, is coming back into fashion, the baseball pants.
I love it.
gets him looking. Strike.
Oh, hey, that was much more important. That's a unbelievable first curveball by Hughes for Wisconsin. First time you see it, it's strike 3 and freezing you.
That gives us out number 1 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Move over to first. Trying to
Logan
keep
Kersey
Broadbent
at the
honest.
plate.
Sorry, we had 2 different things on our mind. Broadbent, hind catcher on first. Kersey fouls one off. Broadbent, these 2 teams, both catchers are runners.
Definitely.
They are runners. So it's not an odd situation here to see their hind catchers taking off for steals. Yeah, going back to the pants, had a fad, kind of probably when you and I were playing. They had the tight, but not necessarily knee high, and then they kind of changed into they were pulling them down behind their heels and baggy and looked like they're about 3 sizes too big, and now they're above the knee again and skin tight. Fouled back up over our head, back behind us.
Hit something solid, hopefully not a head.
It's Kevin Bedford's head it actually went off of up there. I'm just kidding. Kevin's my buddy.
Kersey putting some good swings on it.
Oh, second straight batter. Wow, straight Kersey.
What a job by Hughes coming in relief. That's a fantastic breaking ball. And the other part, he's locating it on the outside part of the plate for a strike. It's not just throwing it up there somewhere and hoping they miss it.
Second out of the inning. Both of them coming strikeouts from Kersey. Or not from Kersey, I apologize, from Hughes.
Evan Scott at the plate for Washington, looking to continue the inning.
Pitch out a little bit too far outside to make a throw. Broadbent. And listen, it's a good thing he wouldn't throw because Broadbent had to take another step.
Great call by the recognition by the Wisconsin coaching staff. Just execution and a hair off on the pitch out.
Second pitch is going to be low for ball 2. Now, Hughes here, his pitching style is a little different. It's almost like a hind catcher kind of keeps it bunched up and just pushes it in there. He doesn't have that real long arm motion.
No, it's real quick to the plate, too.
Mm-hmm. Ball 3 outside. 2 outs. Scores 4-3. Wisconsin up on Washington. There it is. 3 away on that one for number 12. Stott is the batter. Scott. Pitch coming in, hit off the handle to the second baseman. Second baseman fields it, flips it over to first base for out number 3.
Hughes comes in, very efficient, gets him out of the inning. Nice relief work by both teams.
Excellent job. Changing innings. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. A sunny Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Great breeze blowing through. First pitch coming, and the top of the fourth inning is a strike one called. If I can get my computer screen back up, Bo Kersey pitching. Second pitch came, strike two. Kersey working quickly on the mound. That one stayed outside. That's a good one to throw. See if he could chase it. Up to bat, we have number 1, Teagan, coming in for Christensen.
Ball fouled away down the first base side. Count 1-2.
I apologize. This is Teagan Christensen at bat. My little thing are overlapping down here on the bottom, Brad. My bad. Christensen hits a chopper to shortstop. Coming up tough. We're going to call him safe. The first baseman juggled it. And that's the right call.
It was the right call. It was good effort all the way around. It's a tough play on the chopper. Shortstop did what he's supposed to, charged it. Throw kind of short hop first. He kept it in front, but unable to catch it cleanly. Runner's safe. I was going to tell you real quickly, I stepped over to the other field in between innings. New Jersey is leading Sarasota 5-3 in the top of the fifth on Denver Trap.
Wow. Wow. Sarasota always has wonderful ball teams. I mean, they always have wonderful ball teams. Pitch over to first, trying to keep the runner honest. He has a big lead on first.
That's an aggressive lead.
That's a and with a left-handed pitcher on top of that.
I don't know if we've seen the best move from Kersey here, but that is an aggressive lead like I have not seen yet out here.
There we go, Brad. I'll get our umbrella back up for us, buddy, so we can see the screen a little better.
And get a little game of pitch and catch between Kersey and the first baseman.
Well, Kersey hasn't really gunned one over there yet either. They've been just kind of, decent lobs. Second pitch to the batter brings a count to 1-1, no outs. Top of the fourth inning. Wisconsin at bat. Team Wisconsin out of Janesville, Wisconsin.
Kersey's really going to have to mix it up between slide step and a hesitation at the top with the lead Teagan's getting.
It's almost a flip he makes over to first base. I want to see what his real move looks like.
I want to see his best move.
Pitch home outside, brings a count 3 balls, 1 strike.
The other thing is if Kersey can time up the move, Teagan's taking a walking lead.
Yes, he is.
He's crossed his feet a couple times. You could tie him up if you can time it.
Ball hits a soft pop fly to right field. Cam's out underneath it. He hit that. It sounded like he hit that right off the handle, like just above his knuckles. Neither that or it was off the very end of the bat one.
It's funny how different the bats sound now, where they've slowed them down a little bit, which I think is good for baseball. It simulates a wooden bat a little bit more, to where it doesn't just explode off, and they're not using drop 10, 12s anymore.
Yeah, now, don't get me wrong, I'm all about going back to just using wooden bats. I have no issue with that.
I don't either. The bats they're using are expensive. Let's not kid anybody. But for a lot of places, especially small leagues, trying to go through, have enough wooden bats to BP it and everything else is tough on them, because some of these kids are going to get sawed off a lot in this age group. But I would be fine with it. I'm glad that they've done what they have, though. Home runs are fun to watch, but it has definitely made the game safer. The reaction time just was not there for the pitchers in particular, and really even third baseman.
Dalton Madsen up to bat. Third pitch to him stays outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. We got a runner on first. Teagan is on first. Teagan Christensen is on first. That one just catches the outside corner for strike 2. 2-2's the count. 1 out. Left-handed pitcher. I'm telling you, that curveball for a right-handed batter is hard to pick up on.
Well, he hasn't thrown it to the inner half of the plate very often. It's all been away. You're going to have to shoot it to right field and really inside out the ball. You're not going to be able to turn your hands on it.
Ooh, yeah, that was.
So as I said, he brings it inside the plate.
He does. He does, and fouled down the left third base line. Dalton Matson 0 for 2 on the day, struck out, ground out.
That was a good job staying alive there.
He did a good job staying alive right there. Ooh, swing and a miss. He gets it, strike 3 for out number 2.
That was a beautiful pitch by Kersey. He buried that on his back foot. There's just not much. If you start to swing, there's nothing you can do with that other than drive it off your front ankle.
there's no coming back after you commit on that one. Brings up Micah Overly to bat. He has had a single and been hit by a pitch. 1 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him's in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Broadbent. Broadbent's a tough character back here.
He's played really well so far. I think we're fixing to see Teagan take off. He got tricked on that one, started inching back to the bag, but 2 outs, why not run him?
Why not? Ball high and outside for.
Got a hitter's count.
2-0 count, 2 outs. That one on the inside. 3 balls, no strikes. Looking at Kersey's pitch count, that's his 33rd pitch, 18 for strikes, 15 balls. Oh, good pitch right down the middle. Definitely taking a pitch on that one. 3 balls, 1 strikes, 2 outs.
3-1, I like running again.
He's got a big lead off first. And
there he goes. And he threw a strike to second just late.
Ooh, just late, but it walked the batter.
Ball 4 anyway.
Wow. Good throw.
I didn't see where that pitch missed, to be honest.
I didn't either.
I thought that was going to be a full count with a stolen base.
I think it was high and inside. Looked like it was high and inside the way Broadbent come up and caught it and threw it down second.
Catcher made a nice exchange, got rid of it quick, and the throw was on the money just a hair late.
Runners on second and first. Ball in the dirt. Broadbent digs it out.
It's been a recurring theme.
Clark Schmaling up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He been on baseball both times, but one of them was due to an error. He singled his second at bat. Hits one to the shortstop. Dribbler. Up, throw across the diamond. Way outside. Hits the wall hard enough. Going to bounce almost all the way back to second base. Runner scores from third. Wow. Teagan coming around from second base scoring. And Micah Overly advances from first to third. With Clark making it to second on the error from the throw of shortstop.
I don't know how much you could see at home of where that actually hit. On the outfield side of the dugouts, there's a cinder block wall. It's probably 8 feet long. It hit that and ricocheted past the first baseman as he turned to go chase it down, allowing both runners to advance an extra base.
Cody Logterman up to bat. First pitch thrown is a ball, or excuse me, a strike. Second pitch ball outside, coming back with a strike. Quick pitching up here. I mean, he's bringing them bang, bang, bang. Count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Wisconsin scoring a run on that error. Foul ball, foul ball.
2-2 count. Runner at second and third going from the windup. I know that's more comfortable for most pitchers at this age, but it guarantees almost that a hit is going to score 2.
Yes, because you're going to get a good walk. Pitch coming. Ball stays outside, gets in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Play it home, not in enough time. Number 28, Micah Overly, rushing home to get home. The pitch count-o-meter has him at 43 pitches. It'll be interesting if they make a change right here. That brings the score to 6-3. We're going to call that one a pass ball. I'm going to call that a pass ball. What do you think, Brian? Ball 4.
That's a tough pass ball.
That's a very tough pass ball. Cody Logman, before he just took that walk, hit a double off the wall, and then he had a fly out.
Dawson Drake's coming to the plate, 2 outs. Runners at the corners, chance to do some damage for Wisconsin in the top of the 4th, extending the lead. Currently sits at 6-3. Scored 2 so far this inning.
Catcher goes out and talks to Kersey, try to calm him down. Dawson Draves 1 for 2 on the day, single and a fly out. Fouls it down the third baseline.
Kersey's getting guys to chase just below the zone, and they've mostly been little dribble shots down the third baseline foul. He's done a good job keeping the ball down for the most part.
Ooh, there's that curveball just hung outside for a ball.
Good call by the umpire. He stayed with the pitch. Missed just off the plate outside.
Counts 1-1 with 2 outs. Another one, they're staying outside on him. And here's the thing, what a lot of people, everybody can be an umpire if you want to watch where the catcher catches it. It's where it crosses the plate.
Absolutely.
I have to tell myself that sometimes when my son's playing ball.
It's tough when you're watching on TV, too. Swing and a miss. Runner takes second, no throw. But it's tough when you're watching it. I don't care if this is a professional game or whatever. The angles are not always as straight behind home plate as they seem. And so, if you're a little bit to the side, it completely changes your angle.
Beautiful pitch called strike 3. Broadbent hangs on to it. Interesting change of events that inning. Wisconsin scores 2. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back to the 2017 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Washington at bat. First pitch coming to French is fouled down the left-hand side for strike 1. Wisconsin 3-run lead, 6-3 right now. Let's see what Washington can bring. Looks like he's on a bunt. Gets it down. Pitcher comes up, going to make it out to first base, and barely gets him out.
Nice idea by French. You need to get it a little more toward third base, but trying to find his way aboard to be a leadoff.
In his defense, though, for that ball to be almost on his kneecaps to get the bunt down was pretty dang impressive. Great play all the way around, even though he was out. That's one out. Kersey up to bat. Eric Hughes, 13 total pitches, 10 strikes, 3 balls. Make that 4 balls.
Come in pitched very well so far. You're pitching with a 3-run lead now. Pound the strike zone, make them earn it.
That's right. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Throws on the inside. Kersey hits it off the inside. Second baseman makes a long run. Hageman, long run to the foul line and gets for out number 2.
Nice play by Hageman. Took a good angle on it, able to run under it with the speed.
Jackson Gibbs up to bat. Had a single his first time at bat.
2 RBIs on the single his first at bat.
Gibbs ducking out of the way with that curveball bit right there at the very end. Second pitch coming. Hits the outside of the plate. Evens up the count at 1-1.
Gibbs would be a tough kid to pitch to. I mean, his both toes are on the chalk line on the inside part of the plate.
And he jumps all over another one, short, and the right fielder comes in and catches out 3. Short inning that inning. He didn't get very many pitches in.
I believe that's 17 pitches for Hughes and 6 outs recorded.
I think so. It's pretty,
That's a model of
close.
efficiency.
That's efficient pitching. As we roll over and get ready to come up to the top of the 5th, I'm Nick Moore. This is Brad Nielsen. We'll be back in just a few. Welcome back, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Top of the 5th inning, Washington coming up. We have Colin Hagerman leading off. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Kersey's first pitch going to be low for ball 1. That's his 50th pitch, if I'm not mistaken, Brad. Yeah.
Yep.
Ball 2 just outside and low.
Even split, 25 balls, 25 strikes.
Isn't technology wonderful? Hard. That looks like my golf swing as much as that ball sliced.
That ball was squared up. That's one of the first ones we've really seen hit on the button today.
He hit that one very hard. Hageman, first base, standing on first base. He's kind of a longer, lankier ball player. Looks like he could have some wheels if they just let him unleash them. We'll see what he's got maybe. Kenna up to bat. First pitch to Kenna's ball. He's 0 for 2 on the day with strikeout and a ground out. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Top of the 5th inning. Ball hit off the end of the barrel. The right field line against the wall, and he has it on go. Brakes on.
Wind is blowing in from left field, pushing toward the right field foul post. French was unable to get underneath that ball as it kept, as a right-handed hitter, he hit it inside out and it kept tailing toward the 322 mark in the right field corner. Wisconsin in position to do some damage. Runners at second and third, no outs. Top of the fifth inning, leading 6-3.
Listen, Hageman has some wheels. Whenever he saw that ball was down, he took off.
And he really had to hesitate at first. I mean, the ball got past French, but he had to hesitate because you couldn't tell the angle French had on it.
Oh, and a hard hit foul ball down the third baseline.
Hageman needs to come off the base a little further in foul territory. When he turned to get out of the way, he had his right foot on the chalk line.
Christensen at bat.
Pretty good pitch by Kersey, misses just inside.
Bringing the count to 1-1, no outs, top of the fifth. Runners on second and third. Pitch coming, stays outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hageman on third and Kenna on second. Yeah, you're right. That ball Kenna just hit. It just kept telling, and the right fielder had a long way to go to get that ball. Pitch on its way. Stays outside.
Wisconsin coming off of a win in their first game, kind of playing with house money right now.
Yes, they
so
are.
to speak. They've got a 3-run lead. If they can extend this thing and try to get to 2-0, that is a huge advantage in a four-game pool play situation.
Christensen takes ball 4, advances to first base. Bases loaded for Wisconsin. Leadoff batter Eric Hughes to the plate. Hughes is 1 for 2 on the day with a single. He's been hit by a pitch, and then he flew out.
Trying to help his cause as he is the reliever.
Ball catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. Bases loaded. That ball misses just low.
This is a big moment right here for Kersey and this Washington team. Down 3, bases loaded. You really need to keep it here.
Ball hit off the handle. Going to have a force play at home. Try to get a double play at first and didn't get there in time with the throw.
That's okay. You got the lead runner. You kept the double play intact. They could get you out of the inning. Kersey pitching to a ground ball with the infielders all pulled in. And they're going to bring the middle infield in again with bases remaining loaded. I'm a little surprised they're not at double play depth in the middle, or at least a little deeper where they have a chance at it. Runners take off to score.
An easy squeeze. All right. Just a minute. Look up. The pitch was thrown. He was almost at third base before he even let go. When the ball was bunted, it was bang, bang with those 2 runners touching home plate.
Excellent job getting the bunt down. When the runners commit that hard, they're out if you don't get it in play.
That is a stressful bunt, if you will, because you're right, Brad. Those 2 guys, both the one on first and on second, would have been out if he hadn't got that ball down. But they did get the out at first, even though Wisconsin scores 2 more runs. It gives us 2 outs. Foul ball hit down the first base line. 1-1's the count.
So you've got Overley at the plate, Hughes at third.
After scoring those 2 runs, that brings the score to Wisconsin 8, Washington 3, with a swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Oh, and Broadbent with a great block right there. I couldn't tell if it short hopped or what, but whatever he did, he stopped it.
Got to love baseball. You had a ball hit on the button right up the middle to open the inning. You had
and he hits another one. Was tailing left field. Center fielder comes over and makes the out for out 3. What an exciting squeeze bunt that was.
Incredible. You had I was going to say, you had a double down the right field line, ball hit up the middle, and the one that scores 2 runs goes 7 feet.
We're going to have to talk to JP, figure out how to get some replay on that, because I want to see how far those guys were before the ball was actually bunted. Well, anyways, in the middle of the 5th inning. The score, Wisconsin 8, Washington 3. We'll be back in a few.
Coach, the other day, we got several things going on in our town.
Real back in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch swing on, being aggressive at the bat. Dribble it to second base, flips it over to first for the first out of the inning. That's our leadoff batter, Gideon. You say it, Brad.
Maschowski. That's as good as I've got. Again, Mom, Grandma, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. We're trying, I promise you. Pitch by Hughes, called strike to Monsieur. Hughes stays under the breaking ball as it rides high for ball one. 1-1 count. 8-3 is your score. Bottom of the 5th. Wisconsin leads Washington.
Hard hit ball to the shortstop, flips over to first for out number 2.
Nice play by Teagan, staying down, fielding it, throwing a strike to Draves at first. 2 quick outs, and the efficiency continues for Hughes. That is 8 outs retired on 21 pitches.
That's efficiency.
That's just crazy. I
Well,
don't know that I've ever seen 8 outs recorded on 21 pitches.
ball just to the outside for ball 1, 2 outs. Well, the thing is also Washington is coming to the batter's box, swinging the bat. There's no waiting and see what he's going to do.
Well, the first 2 guys were strikeouts.
True.
Yeah, so there were minimum 3 pitch at bats, maybe 4 pitch at bats, but it's been fantastic work by Hughes for this Wisconsin club.
Second pitch coming was a ball 2. We got 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. With a shot hit right on the button, but directly to the center fielder for out number 3. End of the 5th inning. Wisconsin 8, Washington 3. We'll be back in a few. We're back. New pitcher, same last name, different first name, different arm. Right-handed pitcher Logan Kersey on the mound. We had, it was number 22, Bo Kersey. He was left-hander. His first pitch to Schmaling is a strike. Schmaling 1 for 3 on the day, reached on an error twice, and then had a single. Fouls running back off behind our heads. It's going to bring the count to 1-1, no outs, top of the 6th.
Kersey tasked with trying to keep this at a 5-run game within striking distance with 6 outs to go.
That one stays high for ball 2.
We're going to call that a spinner. Not going to say anything else about that one because that's about what it did.
You can see the facial expression.
When he gives you a little smirk, he knows he didn't get on top of it.
Ooh, hard hit ball to shortstop, scoops it up, across the diamond. Out number 1 for Washington.
Good play by Mansur.
Up to bat. Ooh, watch out, bat boy.
I thought our bat boy did. One of the cool things for the home team folks from 8, 9, 10, maybe 11-year-old. First pitch ripped down the third base line and gets past the third baseman. Going to be at least a single. He rounds and stays. Going to hold at first base. But what we were saying for the young guys, they get to be bat boys and different things for some of these guys, and it's really cool for them. But it's a new experience too, and they have to be they need somebody helping them stay alert sometimes because they run right in the path of one of these guys taking a practice swing.
Yes, Logterman about killed their little bat boy right there. He hit an absolute missile down at third base. He was good just to get a glove on that one. Rolled almost to the fence as the left fielder come over and picked it up to get in, but kept him to a single. Logterman, good size, good-looking athlete. Dawson Draves, starting pitcher for the day for Wisconsin, is up to bat. Dawson's 1 for 3 with a single, fly out, and strikeout, and then he hits one up in between the shortstop and third baseman for a base hit, advancing Logterman to second. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Score 8-3. They're looking to add to that lead.
Both pitches have been down in the zone. Batter went down and put good wood on it.
Looks like we're going to have a substitution.
Going to have a courtesy runner, it appears, for Draves. Draves will have the option of re-entering in the same position. Number 5, Kobe Madsen, coming in to run for Draves.
I'm going to thank whoever the person is that wrote this batting lineup out. The legibility of their writing is phenomenal. Pitch coming. Right down the middle for strike 1.
Colin Hageman at the plate for Wisconsin.
Ball's going to stay up and in for ball 1. Count coming 1-1, 1 out. Top of the 6th. Wisconsin, 10 hits on the day with 8 runs. Foul ball right back in our face.
It's interesting right now for Wisconsin. They are not attempting to hold the runner at first at all. He's getting a huge secondary lead to where base hit that's a little bit in the gap, he may score.
Swing and a miss for strike 3, 2 outs.
Good job by Kersey battling back. Recording his second out of the inning.
Caleb Kenna coming up to bat. 1 for 3 on the day. Strikeout, ground out, and a double. Ball stays up and in just a little for ball 1. 8-3 is our score. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Oh, he wanted to swing at that one, but took it for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners in second and third.
As we're almost at 12:45 local time here in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, the sun is starting to set behind home plate, moving toward behind home plate to where it's not quite in the batter's eye the way it was at the start of this game. early in the game, it was directly in their face.
Third pitch called a strike in the outside corner. Next pitch coming, going to be ball on the inside, bringing the count 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Yeah, it's also good that it's the sun is starting to get out of our lap. Ball high is going to load the bases. Logan Kersey, the pitcher, you can tell when he misses the look on his face as soon as he lets go of the ball. You can almost call balls and strikes by looking at him.
Number 1, Teagan coming to the plate, bases loaded, chance to really do some damage for this Wisconsin team. 2 outs, 5-run lead, 8-3 is your score.
Yeah, Christensen with a fly out, a single, and a walk.
Right in front of home plate. Pitcher makes the play. Kersey retires the batter. Teagan gets out of the bases loaded jam.
You know, in that situation right there, Brad, usually you'll see the catcher spin around, put their back to the outfield and catch that ball. But I'm not 100% sure Broadbent didn't even see that ball. He may have lost it. With you said that the sun is almost directly over the top of us. He may not have seen that ball at all.
Well, and at this level, you have kids that are playing all types of positions. It's not like a major league pitcher that pitches and plays golf 5 days a week.
True.
You know, these kids are playing all the positions in the field, and so it's not a specialist role. They're used to fielding the ball. You're probably better off with that kid coming in, Kersey, the pitcher, fielding it with a regular glove, and so your catcher trying to turn around and take over on that play.
Going into the middle of the 6th inning, Wisconsin leading 8-3. We'll be back in a few. Welcome back to the 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. I'm Nick Moore, along with the man, the myth, the legend. Is there something?
Oh, we're great.
Oh, we're good.
Just had to turn my volume up. I'm about deaf.
Our broadcast position is on the Parks Lumber Company porch directly behind home plate. Second ball thrown. We have 1 ball, 1 strike to Taylor Shiga. I'm trying to pronounce it how our overhead guy is doing it out loud at the ballpark. So if it's wrong, let's blame him. I'm just trying to copy that guy. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shiga hits one back up the middle. High hop, going to get through the gap for a single.
Field's still playing a little firm after the rain we got yesterday.
It is. These fields do a really good job of draining.
All the crews that have worked getting the fields ready and also getting them prepared for today after the rain we incurred last night have done a fantastic job. Playing surfaces are in good condition. Base hit for Shiga.
First pitch to Logan Kersey is a ball. Runner on first base. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. We're at the bottom of the 6th inning. Wisconsin leading 8-3. Washington at bat. And a shot hit down the third baseline. Third base coach 44, Coach OTT, tried to field that one barehanded.
May think better of that about an hour when that Bruce sets in on,
Yes,
the left hand trying to barehand the line drive.
Woo, and that was a shot. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Can't take away instinct.
Logan Kersey 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Pitch outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike, no outs, runner on first. Taylor Shiga on first.
Shiga will probably play a little bit conservative on his lead, as one run is not going to do much right now. Base hit through the left side. Kersey aboard, no outs, runner at first and second. Washington in business, looking to cut into this lead. Stott will step into the plate for Washington, looking to continue the 2 hits that have led off the inning.
Now, the first 2 innings that Eric Hughes pitched, he was dominant. Now we come in with 2 base hits, no outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Looking to bunt, Smallall gets the bunt down. Catcher to first base. Woo, barely gets Stott at first base. What a bunt. 2 foot, not even 2 foot into the grass from the front of the dirt circle with a backspin, and it just stopped. Runners advance, second and third. Up to bat, we have Clint French, number 55. He's walked and grounded out on the day. First pitch, swing and strike. I'm going to call foul ball, I think.
French, his walk was right before the Gibbs 2 RBI single back in the 2nd inning.
French hits one over the left field. Left fielder coming in, catches it, tag, going to have a play at the plate.
Good decision to stop that runner because he was hosed.
Yeah.
Cody in left field said, "Show the hose."
Wow.
He got his, the other thing, let's talk about this real quick. 15-year-old baseball, he got his feet set under him the way he's supposed to where he crow hopped and he let it fly.
Yes, he did.
There was nothing moving sideways. It was compact. Great left fielder Cody to keep him at third.
Coach Ott screaming at his runner to get back, and that was a good thing he listened because he was out if he did not. That's Lochterman. I will get that right before we leave today. Wow. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Wisconsin leading 8-3. Washington at bat.
Really a big at bat for Kersey here. 2 outs, 2 guys in scoring position. You desperately need to get these runs in and cut it to a 2 or 3 run lead.
Oh, and a nasty curve called for strike 2.
Hughes, great execution on the breaking ball. Got on top of it, spun it. Not quite, but almost a 12-6 on that one. Beautiful pitch.
Oh, he checked up. They're going to say he didn't go for ball 2.
Madsen behind the plate. Great footwork sliding outside, getting his chest in front of it and blocking it.
Bo Kersey 0 for 1 on the day with a fly out.
Madsen playing like that behind the plate gives you confidence as a pitching coach to call anything just like that.
Another one in the dirt, and he blocks it as well. Brings us to a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second, second and third. First base is open.
You got to think fastball's coming. He's thrown 2 breaking balls in the dirt. Get one and try to drive it if you're Washington.
And there was just on the inside. Walks Kersey, brings a bases loaded.
Gibbs steps up to the plate with 2 RBIs on the day. Had a bases loaded single in the 2nd inning. Chance to really help his team pick up another couple RBIs here and cut into this Wisconsin lead as we sit here. Bottom of the 6th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs. 8-3 is your score.
Gibbs taking strike 1 down the middle, but he's up on the plate once again.
He is, absolutely. The other thing that's doing for him is he can reach the outside breaking ball and shoot it through the right side. Right fielder's playing shallow right now, but you still have some gaps out there. The right center gap's pretty big.
Oh, picked him off at first. Let's set this for him, Brad. The base runner on first base.
Well, he was going wind up. He stepped off with his right foot. It was beautiful execution by Hughes, the pitcher, to step off with his right foot. Dawson, the first baseman, snuck in behind him. Graves.
Yeah.
Snuck in behind him, and they executed. Bottom line.
they executed, because it's just one of those things where you're looking at your coach walking towards second base, not paying any attention. Pitcher steps off rubber and throws you out.
So at the end of 6, 8-3 Wisconsin leading Washington. 1 inning to play. Pool play from Tom Cruise Field in Lawrenceburg, your 2017 Babe Ruth World Series.
Welcome back to Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Top of the 7th inning, Wisconsin at bat. First pitch thrown to Eric Hughes is a ball high and inside. Hughes is 1 for 3 on the day. Single hit by pitch, fly out, and a fielder's choice. Second pitch is going to be low for ball 2. To number 7, Logan Kersey is on the mound.
Over on Denver Trap, it appears that New Jersey has won that game 9-7 against Sarasota.
Oh, wow. Wow, Logan Kersey brings a 3-0 pitch for a strike, bringing the count to 3 balls, 1 strike, no outs, top of the 7th.
That will knock Sarasota to 1-1 in pool play, and New Jersey 1-0 as that's their first game of the tournament.
That's a good way to start off a tournament, isn't it?
Absolutely. Pitch in for a strike, full count. Kersey going from the windup.
Ball hit hard down the third baseline. Attempt to backhand it, gets away. He's going to get to first base. Keeps him at first base. Missile hit down the baseline.
Yeah, really a tough play for Shiga. He's having to try to plant his foot at the same time he's backhanded. That's the only chance he had to make a throw across the diamond, ranging that far to his backhand side. That's one of those. I don't know if he makes a play if he fields it, frankly.
Well,
he'd gone 8 to 10 feet to his backhand side and was right on the chalk line.
And Hughes is a burner on top of that. First pitch thrown to Madsen, fouled off down the third baseline, 0 for 3 on the day. Strikeout, ground out, strikeout, sack, bunt. No balls, 1 strike. Wisconsin leads Washington 8-3, top of the 7th. Pitch thrown, pitch out almost. Throw down to second base. Beautiful throw, just a little late. Eric Hughes. If you're looking at the hits, Wisconsin has 11 hits with 8 runs. Washington with 7 hits on 3 runs. Ball hit the third baseline. Odd hop. Has the runner in between at second base. Caught him off too far. Threw a shot to second base and gets the lead runner out for out number 1 of the inning.
Base running mistake again. And I hate to harp on that, but we were talking about it at the break. These kids have played a couple weeks of baseball with this coaching staff for the most part, so they're still adjusting to each other. And the other part, they have not played in 2 weeks more than likely. So they're getting back into it, and there have been some mental errors throughout the tournament on base running, but that's something you think will shore up as you get closer to knockout play starting first part of the week.
Madsen hits a rifle down to third base. Third baseman scoops it up. It's an odd in between hops. And instead of throwing across the diamond, he just turns and throws a missile to the second baseman and gets the lead runner out over there. Micah Overly up to bat. First pitch to him was called a ball. Second pitch, he fouls it off back over the third base side of the field. Third pitch coming, hangs a little wrinkle, hangs it high outside, and he carries it almost exact same spot he fouled the pitch before that.
Good approach by Overly. He stayed really balanced on the outside off-speed pitch. Tried to drive it to the left side. Oh, they've got him.
And they got another pick off. Wow. The base running, wow, they caught him just.
I think Madsen may have been trying to get a little early jump stealing. Kersey throws over to Gideon. I take that back. Yes, it is. Again, Marchewski fires the ball to Mansour at shortstop, who tags him out in the rundown.
Pitch coming. Wow. Catch misses the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Wisconsin at bat leading 8-3. And hits a rifle down the right field line. Right fielder backhands it and gets it in quickly.
What a play by Clint French in right field to go to the right field line, cut it off, and hold him to a single. Beautiful hit down the right side, but amazing play to hold that to a single. That's one you expect to double out of if you're the hitter coming out of the box.
French was on a dead sprint to the line and backhanded it like a third baseman would, and then turns, set his feet, and fires a strike to the infield to hold him to a single.
Going to have a courtesy runner, number 37, Cullen Peterson for Wisconsin.
Pinch running for Micah Overly. We have number 15, Clark Schmaling, up to bat. 1 for 4. Been on base on 2 errors and hit a single and a ground out.
Put the ball in play, good things happen.
Brad picking up some swag from some of the
Yeah,
people.
I got a hat from West Windsor, New Jersey. I've had the pleasure of getting to hang out with them some. My wife has been part of the crew that's cooking for those guys whenever we have the opportunity, trying to show them some Southern hospitality, get them some good eats while they're here. But, yeah, got a new hat on the way here. That's fantastic. In fact, it fits is nothing short of amazing.
Logan Kersey, first pitch to Clark Schmaling is going to be a ball down and away. He's had 2 checks on the runner at first base. He's got a pretty good move to first base. Another throw over to first. Wisconsin, 12 hits on the day. Ball fouled over the fence down the right-hand side, or down the first base side. Those 2 errors for Washington have been terrible for them.
Yeah, that was 3 or 4 runs on those plays.
Ball stays high. It's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
This has been a pretty evenly played game for the most part. You had the suicide squeeze, scored 2 runs. Rip at the shortstop. Nice play. Mansour digs it out just before it hits the ground to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Washington trails 8-3, needing 5 to keep this game going.
Welcome back to the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series. We're going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Wisconsin leading 8-3 over Washington. If you're interested in purchasing photos from the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series, visit MacBrownPhoto.com or send them an email requesting your player or team to info@MacBrownPhoto.com. Mac Brown Photographers, the official studio of X Sports Nation and the 2017 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series. Mac Brown Photographers, creating tomorrow's memories. First pitch coming. We have a new pitcher. This is Colin Hageman. His first pitch is low and away for ball one. Jackson Gibbs up to bat, and in his customary position on top of the plate.
Again, the vantage point that we have is almost directly behind home plate. It's fun to watch the kids as their approach at the plate is adjusted throughout the game depending on who the pitcher is, whether it's righty, lefty, things like that. But Hageman comes back, fires a strike, brings the count to 2-1. Gibbs looking to get on board any way he can. They've got to have 5.
Gibbs hits one off his handle, kind of a little soft pop fly to the second baseman for out 1. Number 14, the original starting pitcher. I'm going to let you say that name.
Maschewski. I think I've said it 5 different ways, but it's been
left-handed.
Maybe I'm 1 for 5 on the day.
First pitch coming to him. Going to be outside for ball 1.
Malachewski. I'm sorry. I apologize for that one. I'm trying to read it off of our lineup card. It's not always the easiest. Malachewski, I think, is closer to what we ought to be saying here.
Second pitch is a strike. Got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th.
Gideon's 0 for 3 on the day, a ground out. Fielder's choice and another ground out. Looking for his first hit.
Fouls one off down the left field side. Washington needing 5 runs to stay alive. Pitch on its way. Going to be low and outside.
Great spot on a 1-2 pitch. It's one you kind of want as the pitcher. But good job by the umpire not giving too much.
Count runs 2-2, 1 out. We're just going to call him Gideon.
Gideon was not going to take 2 in the same spot right there and give the umpire a chance to punch him out. Good job battling.
He fouled that one off down the third baseline. Pitch comes, fouls another one off.
Hageman pounding the outside part of the zone right here. Beautiful location, 3 pitches in a row.
Gideon battling, good quality at bat. Ooh, low and inside. Gosh, that's one of those, Brad. If I'm in the batter's box, I've probably just swung my whole guts out.
Absolutely. Hageman may have tried to put a little extra on that one. A little low and inside. Missed his outside target that he's been pounding. Goes
Full
back
count.
to it.
Ball fouled away. Staying alive.
This is one you just don't want free passes if you're the Wisconsin coach. Make them hit it.
Make them hit it.
You don't care if this kid hits it out of the park. Do not walk them and give them free ones.
Ball 4. High and outside. Base runner Gideon on first. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Washington needs to make something happen. Mansour, the shortstop, up to bat.
Mansour 0 for 2 on the day. Fly out, ground out, and hit by pitch.
Oh, and he hits an infield pop fly. Let's see who's going to call it and who's going to get it. Woo! Wow. Christensen came in from shortstop, caught it twice.
Yeah,
4 out, 2.
He kind of looked down. I don't know if he hung a cleat a little bit right behind the mound or what when he was racing in to make the catch, but Mansour retired. First pitch swinging on an elevated fastball, pops it up in the infield.
Catcher Kobe Broadbent up to bat. Throw over to first. Broadbent 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles and a fly out.
This is why if you're getting at first base, you want to get enough lead to not give up make the force just super easy at second, but you sure can't get crazy over there and get picked off either to end the game after what's already taken place.
Yeah, what's already taken place. First pitch to Broadbent, strike one. 2 outs. Throw over to first. Wisconsin leads 8-3 over Washington. This team from Washington is, the name written here is that Camas, C-A-M-A-S, Washington? Pop fly hit,
Schugel, I think.
Drops in behind the shortstop. Center fielder couldn't quite come up and make a play.
Broadbent with a fantastic game today. 3 for 4 from the plate. 3 singles and a fly out.
And been tough behind the plate.
He's worked his tail off behind the plate.
Shiga up to bat, runners on first and second, 2 outs.
Shiga with 2 singles on the day as well. 2 for 3 with a strikeout. You got to go station to station right now.
Got to go station to station. First pitch thrown to Shiga, low and away for ball 1. Second pitch, right across the numbers, and his eyes were as big as beach balls after that one.
Need to get something down in the zone that you can drive. Base hits, station to station. You got to have 2 more guys come to the plate before it matters. Heads up.
Hits a missile down to the first baseline. Shiga with 2 strikes on him now. Going to get up and guard the plate. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Runners on first and second.
Seen a lot of fastballs from Hageman. If he can spin one, it's going to be right here. There it is.
High hop to hit, gets the force out at second base. With Wisconsin winning this competition 8-3 over Washington. We'll be back in just a few. Welcome back into the ball game. Wisconsin won this game 8-3 over Washington. Wisconsin 12 hits on the day. Washington with 8. Washington also had 2 errors. Brad, if I'm not mistaken, does this bring Wisconsin to their second win of the series?
Wisconsin is now 2-0 in pool play. Washington falls to 0-1. Colby Broadhead named the player of the game for Washington. Well-deserved. 3 for 4 at the plate. Fantastic job behind the plate. And Overly is the player of the game for Wisconsin. Both of those guys played fantastic games tonight.
Fantastic baseball games. Wisconsin jumped out on Washington at the top of the first inning and kind of set the pace from there with a 3-run top of the first. Washington battled back in the second inning to score 2 to at least kind of get a little bit on the lead, cut out on it. But then both teams scored 1 in the third, and Wisconsin continued their scoring with 2 runs in the fourth and 2 runs in the fifth, which brought the score to a final score of 8-3. Brad, the announcer's wardrobe has been provided by HD Ink for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Give owner Phil Hooper a call at 931-201-2961 or email him at hdink2010@gmail.com. HD Ink, the official apparel provider of the X Sports Radio Network.
Thanks for tuning in to Exports TV coverage of the 15-year-old Babe Ruth World Series, where your final score is 8-3, Wisconsin over Washington. For Nick Moore, I'm Brad Nielsen, reminding you to join us for a 1:30 scheduled start time on Tom Cruise Field, Tri-Valley, California versus Marshall County, Tennessee, on your home for the Babe Ruth World Series, Exports TV. Until then, so long from Tom Cruise Field and the Babe Ruth World Series.